well into the night games, but it is progress.
So, so I don't think about the point table. So I'm thinking about the match winning. So we need one match to win, and we get momentum.
Yeah, it's so very important what you said, momentum, match. But to do that, your batsmen, since you're batting first, have to score some runs, especially the top order. You've been in fine touch.
Yes, if we get like this batting paradise, so you have to score. So we are concerned about our batting. So I think we'll bounce back today.
Good to know that. Any changes?
Yes, we have 5 changes. Mojid and Monir plays his first game, and Oppo and you have to.
They will feel first.
Right, there is one change actually in the Khulna target. Najmul Hussain Shanto is out in his place. Saif Hassan is there, have stuck to what has been a successful team for the last 4 matches they've played. They've got a 100% record. Robbie Freiling, important cog in the wheel, and they've got Riley Russo, who's going great guns. Right, it's time for me to say a very good afternoon to Brad Hogg, and you can talk us through the Sylhet Thunder team.
Thanks, Shamim. Well, there's 5 changes for the Sylhet Thunder, and they need big changes. They need to get a win on the board. Talukta comes out, Shafikilla comes out, Naeem, Delwa and Nazmul are all out. In for Sylhet today are Soha Ghazi, the all-rounder, Nazmul Hussain Milan, the all-rounder as well, Naveen Al-Haq, right arm medium pace from Afghanistan, Monia Hassan, slow left arm off spin, and Abdul Majid. He's right arm
Batsman for Sylhet Thunder. He's had a lot of experience over the years, 4,415 runs, decent enough strike rate, 25 50s, and a highest of 90 not out in his T20 career. And he's partnered in the middle by this man here, Abdul Majid, right-handed batsman for Sylhet Thunder. Competitive new face, as you can see by his T20 career, just into his 10th innings, 125 runs so far. So he'll have butterflies in his stomach early on.
Well, he will do, because Sylhet are under pressure, and Freiling will be opening the bowling rather than Amir. I think this is a good move. Amir just to bowl that second over. The second over is probably the pressure over in the power play. Batsmen are generally a little more cautious in this first over, just getting the pace of the wicket.
All set for the Matrosim Deluxe Cement countdown. All right, we're all set. Mushfiq is ready. His team are ready in the field. They've chased well in the past. Robbie Freiling off and running. And straight away, he's got after him and hit him straight past the fielder. No chance of stopping that. A wonderful start with the boundary.
Well, I said opening batsmen are a little more conservative in the first over of a power play, but not Fletcher. It was a half volley. Freiling won't be happy with that particular delivery. He'll be looking to get on a good length on this wicket with the new ball. We've seen there's a lot of carry on this wicket. There's a little bit of seam movement, and bowlers have been getting swing with the new ball early on.
Well, he's not going to hang about. He's throwing everything at it, and he's taking the attack back to the bowlers and getting it quite nicely. Well, should bring a smile.
Well, first over, Freiling, he wants to make sure that he gets it on a good length. Let off the gas here.
Put him on its crease. Don't allow the balls in the slot. That's better. But that's nicely guided and well fielded too. This is good cricket all the way through. A good comeback delivery. Nice little opening of the face. the bat and a good effort in the field.
Well, that was Robiel Huck there. Brilliant piece of fielding. Now it's a short third man. That's the desperation you want, especially after two quick boundaries have occurred in the first two balls.
Interestingly, despite the fact they've got Majid on strike, a good no slips in. Not going to get any runs though.
Well, Shamim, you did say about the first slip there. Yes, Mushfiqur would like to put a first slip in there, but what Fletcher has done, not the tournament of this year. And a little bit more time to get used to the conditions.
Well, got all of that. Going to be chased here for the fielder. Deep mid wicket gets a couple of runs to open his account.
Looking at the field, they've got a deep square leg and they've got a wide gap between mid-on and a forward square leg who's in the ring. So there's plenty of space for Fletcher to go after the bowling. And he does, he's been bowled. Freilich has got the breakthrough. Fletcher was batting so beautifully. Instead of trying to hit down the ground, he's tried to go across the line and he's paid the price. This is a big wicket and Sylhet on the back foot.
Actually, it's Majid, the newcomer, and so early in the innings, he's got himself a couple of runs. Why did he have to go and play a shot like that across the line? Unnecessary. That's rather silly on the part of Majid. Have a look, no problems with that. No need to have a look at that. Actually, it's way behind the line, and Majid goes very early. 2 is all he could muster.
कुछ भी मिले ना अगर कहने को
on the top of the tree. They're second on the ladder.
So that must be knowing each other and got to get their communication in order. Because it's always in the last few games they played. So a lot going through Mossadegh Hussein's mind, and he'll be hoping that these two can post a substantial total for this wicket. Big hit, and not timed properly enough. Only a single, the result of all that effort. 2 overs done, 15 for 1.
এই সময়ে ইন্টারনেটটা বেশিই লাগে, তাই আরো বেশি এনজয় করতে বাংলালিংক দিচ্ছে মাত্র 129 টাকায় 6 জিবি ইন্টারনেট।
Sylhet being put into bat in match number 15 of the Bangabandhu BPL. Have lost the wicket of Majid, however you pronounce it. We'll find it out from him.
Very fortunate as well just to get away. Just beautiful bowling from the field. Just not getting used to the pace of the wicket, just trying to play too square too early.
Well, that initial trigger movement of the batsman going outside the line of off stump. Sheffield saw that. He tried to adjust that. He's trying to bowl the ball down the leg side, trying to cramp the batsman. But in the process, it's become a little too wayward, and it was wide down the leg side.
Yeah, just going back to the Thunder, their opening partnerships have been diabolical this year. Partnerships of 5, 35, 13, 13 and 11 today.
Well, as we spoke about the quality of fielding, just a little fumble. Captain Mushfiqur Rahim is not going to be too happy with that. Allows that little extra run to be taken. And every run is so precious to the team.
Well, it is, especially when your opening batsmen aren't getting you off to a great start. 1 score out of 5 innings from the openers over 15. Only 1 score or 1 partnership.
And Sheffield has fallen into that trap on a couple of again. Sheffield clever. He's a very wicket-to-wicket bowler. He controls his bowling well. And he had a wonderful stint yesterday. Got 3 wickets. These are the 3. This was caught very well, diving to his left. A swing of the bat, really not getting all of it, and a simple catch. And the last one from yesterday, threw his bat at it. Good catch taken behind by the keeper. Tight. Oh, that's short. That's swung away, and that's going to
That delivery just hurried on to Charles.
Oh!
Get that a little squarer than what he did. But top edge saw it go all the way. Good piece of bowling. With the thing I like about that delivery, it was a high bouncer, executed well. Batsman lucky to get away with a boundary.
Another little adjustment, but also equally well done by the batsman. Single to finish over number 3, 27 for 1. That's how it stands at the moment in the Bangabandhu BPL. Chattogram Challengers have played a lot of games leading the pack at the one. Wow. Not quite where he intended. More down the ground. Eventually, I think got a very thickish part of the bat. Slithered away to the boundary.
Well, 2 boundaries that Charles has hit. Gone exactly where he's wanted it to go. That just is an indication that there's a little bit of indifference in the pace on this wicket during the day. Looks like it's a little cutter from Amir. Good piece of bowling. Just unlucky that it went for the 4.
Yeah, I think it was more the bowler than the wicket in that effort to slow it down. And his bowler shot. Now, this one has been put away in exactly where he wanted it. He might say that the fielder was not in the right position, but that was a very, very loose delivery. It deserved to be punished.
At this present stage, they have got that deep square forward, square leg rather than behind square leg. That was what Amir was indicating there. Just that extra pace, the extra bounce, nearly caused Charles to be unstuck.
Just seeing the fielder being changed after that instruction from Amir. And that's another good glide away. Good sensible batting, just regrouping after the early loss of the wicket. Also sussing out the track itself. 3.3 overs, comfortably going at 10.29. It should not be in a hurry. Just play the ball to its merit, and then once the opportunity arises, just go full hog. Full hog, Brad?
Well, this is a little bit better performance than last time on this particular wicket. 2 for 30 in the power play. Already they're well ahead of that. Another 2 overs left in this power play. 1 for 37, and I like Charles coming up the order. Probably prefer him to open the batting with Fletcher as well, just to try and get the Thunder off to a great start. Mosaddek, I think, should come up the order and come in at number 3, stable order. Just allow these 2 West Indians to try and take control of the game from the start and put the pressure back on the opposition. What do you think about that, Shamim?
Absolutely. I think Mosaddek should really come out from at the fall of the next wicket. He's been, just watch that ball as the single is quickly taken. Just going back to that point, because he's coming at 6, and by that time the damage has been done, and he's the only player who's put his hand up with regards to batting. So I think they should have a change of approach and allow the captain to come in.
Well, I've been very impressed with the Khulna fielding today. Been very alert. They're diving, they're pouncing on everything. Any chance they've got to throw down the stumps to create a run out, have been on the attack. And that is why they're number 2 on the ladder at the moment. They've only played 3 games for 3 wins. They're fielding.
Oh, almost cut back at him. That's the ball I was telling you about. Got him in half. What a wonderful way to finish the over. 42 for 1.
তাই কথায় কথায় আরো বেশি এনজয় করতে বাংলা লিংক
Sylhet Thunder have got off to a reasonably good start, going at 10.5 and over. That's how they compiled their runs. 1-6 and 5 fours. That compilation. Mushfiqur Rahim always marshalling his troops very well. And in the power play overs with just the 2 fielders outside the 30-yard circle, makes his job a little more difficult. Have to depend on the agility of his fielders. Shahid Islam chopped away. Fantastic shot. Seemed to be cramped for space, but yes.
Well, that's not a bad start from Shahidul. It was a good length delivery, but it was just a class
Gap behind point.
And Charles was just too good just to execute. Last ball of the last over. Ball just coming in, cramping Fletcher for room. And Charles again, elegant outside the off stump, just finds a little bit of room. And Shahidul, he's on that good length, but just that little bit of width. He's probably going to have to be a little tighter and cramping for room and just attack the leg stump rather than the off stump.
Well, Charles must be used to playing on this kind of track. Comes from similar kind of tracks because he seems so comfortable on this wicket. And look at the way he's maneuvered that ball. Just waited for it to come on to him. Open the face of bat. Use the pace of the bowler. So he's will be a little worried. Once again, the line has been pretty good, but it's the execution of the shots that has been slight.
That off stump line, it's probably best to bring the deep square leg up and just put the deep third man back, or even the deep backward point back on the fence, and try and get Charles to play something a little different, try and play a little more aggressively through the cover region than just able to glide off that good length with ease.
Well, it's just drifting down leg, opportunity there. Just his eyes lit up as soon as he saw the trajectory of the ball. Tried to tonk it away over mid-wicket.
It's a difficult one because so far throughout this tournament, when we've been here in Chattogram, the bowlers that have been on a good length with the new ball have been exceptional. But today it just doesn't look as though there is much life as what we've seen over the last couple of games. The wickets dried out a little bit.
तो ये मैं जो भी सुनाने जा रहा हूँ ये 2014 में लिखा था जब 4 Men Down रिलीज हुआ था। तब बहुत सारी फ्रस्ट्रेशन थी, बहुत एंग्जाइटी थी, बट सुनने वाले लोग नहीं थे। आज सुनने वाले लोग हैं और ये चीज़ बेसिकली उनके लिए जिनको लगता है कि उनका टाइम नहीं आ रहा, वो मेहनत करी जा रहे हैं। टाइम आएगा, टाइम कहाँ जाएगा, इंशाल्लाह आएगा।
I asked him how the preparation has been, and he's given the team actually a couple of days off. I asked him have they been trained. He said, no, giving us some time off to try and reflect and think about what has transpired as of yet. Two words he mentioned, effort and responsibility. He wants more effort, and he wants senior players to take more responsibility.
Smashed yet again. He's finding the middle of the bat. Another maximum.
Herschel Gibbs, this is a fantastic stroke. Johnson Charles, we all know he can club the ball. Giving absolutely everything. Decent stride in, doesn't get too close to the ball so he can access it and hit it up. Never tries to keep that ball down. It's a fabulous stroke. Yeah, so effort and responsibility. More effort, especially in the field, Herschel said, and the responsibility. Senior players, if you get a start with bat or ball, make it count.
And that's expected as well from these players, especially the overseas players. The moment you bring out these two words, effort and responsibility, is actually summing up what a coach expects out of its players, what a captain wants to deliver, and what the players need to deliver. Disappointing.
Two scores there, pretty good. 162 for 4, 158 for 7. Batted okay in a couple of games. Obviously got roll for 91, which isn't going to win you too many games.
That's another maximum for the Sylhet Thunder. They started off the over well enough and managed two maximums. Shafiul is not used to being treated like this. He's bowled really well. But this time he's getting a stick.
এই সময়ে ইন্টারনেটটা বেশিই লাগে, তাই আরো বেশি এনজয় করতে বাংলালিংক দিচ্ছে মাত্র 129 টাকায় 6 জিবি ইন্টারনেট।
Nearly coming to the end of the Bashundhara LPG strategic timeout. First game. The best power play score by the Sylhet Thunder in this BPL 2019. That's been again an impressive start. First power play is done. That's an ordinary start. Very, very ordinary.
Fabulous power play for the Thunder. Yielded 72 for just the one wicket loss. Fletcher started well. Showed his intent very early. Riley always attacking the stumps. Two West Indians just played some superb stroke. That cut was a beauty. It was cut off the stumps. We all know they've got power down the ground. West Indies pairing in the middle. Johnson Charles and Andre Fletcher. Partnership 63 off 33. I would suggest one of these
The only thing that the bowler is always going to be very, very cautious about is getting it into the hitting arc. Fletcher, he's stronger outside the off stump, the short ball. Yet again, that powerful man is at it again. Another maximum, this time from Johnson Charles.
Give us a smile, Herschel. Your boys are flying. Brilliant. This from Johnson Charles. Very, very uncomplicated technique. Step and swing. Strong man. Clears the ropes easily. Well, this is fantastic batting. First time all tournament, really. Khulna Tiger bowlers on.
You can't keep a fielder there. The keeper can only look at his bowler and say, look, mate, where are you bowling? I can't keep fielders all around the ground on the boundary.
Too wide. Too wide by Robbie Hack. Good batting, to be fair. Good, clever batting. Knows the man's inside the ring. Just helps it over the top. Never tries to keep it down. Half a bat and he gets a boundary, and the captain is searching for some answers here, and his bowlers at the moment haven't come up with anything. It's been all seam so far. We haven't seen the spinner yet.
That becomes a difficult proposition for the bowlers. Partnership, 50 plus partnership for them. First one happened only in the first match. For the Sylhet. A lot of work to be done.
They're saying they were due. They were due a good partnership.
They should continue it. 86 for 1. Tall skyscrapers there for the Sylhet Thunder. 14, 15 and over, they've been managing consistently, and that's the consistency that Sylhet Thunder and Herschel Gibbs will be hoping from their team.
The seamers have been plundered. Ball length. Haven't bowled much back of length. They've tried to shoot short balls. They've also been hit. So credit to the batsman. Full toll of anything loose.
And it's also a lot scattered. all over the place. Yes, it's not been the fuller length mark. The deliveries we saw that went to the boundary, it's been very, very wayward as Mehdi Hassan Miraz is introduced.
Sometimes players like Fletcher and Johnson, that sporadic boundary count can happen because they hit the ball 360 really. Same ball can go in 2 or 3 different areas. There's some batsmen you'll find are very conventional, and you know the ball there, they're going to hit it in a certain zone. Fletcher and Charles can hit that back of length ball. Sometimes they might hit mid-wicket, sometimes they might back away, especially Fletcher backs away and carves. Actually 2 very difficult batsmen to bowl to when set.
$50 for Charles. First in the BPL 2019. They come at a very, very good time. 50 of just 25 deliveries.
Yeah, really good. Just what the doctor ordered really for the Thunder. Very hard to enjoy anything more than a simple step to the pitch and just club it. Just try and hit it as hard and as far as you can. That's a fantastic swing over cow corner.
Strange way to score a run along the ground. 96 for 1.
এই সময়ে কথাটা বেশিই হবে, তাই কথায়
.240 at this scoring rate. That'll be brilliant if the Sylhet Thunder can get there. Standing actually. The kind of pitches we've been seeing right through this competition, in fact, have allowed the batsmen to dream big, target high. No target is really safe. If one team can get it, so can the other. Oh, so very lucky. So very lucky for a Fletcher not to drag it on from Frylink.
Fastest team 100. This edition 19. Bit of luck. Well, you deserve that bit of luck when you're playing so well. Andre Fletcher going for one of his favourite shots. Running down the third man with third man inside the ring. Fancy the boundary, but didn't envisage getting it that area.
No need. These delicate ones, no need for it.
In area, he gets a lot of runs, Andre Fletcher. Does run the ball down to third man from that fourth stump, off stump line quite often. The reason he tried it was third man was inside the ring. He tries to guide this past third man who was inside the ring. Need a change of field now. Mushfiqur Rahim says, no, we need a man back here for Fletcher. We need third man, need to protect that area. Fine legs come up, deep back of square inside too.
And the percentage of risk involved in a shot like that, when a third man is in, this is more regulation. He's not really concerned. He's gone hard at that ball. The percentage of risk in playing that shot is so very high.
I always had you down as a glass half full kind of person, but you talk like you're glass half empty.
That's because I've shifted onto the other side now. I'm not playing. When I was playing, I used to play a lot of shots, dab them down a third man region. Now I'm not playing, so I've come onto the the other side, so the other view is there. Was actually, I can understand a lot of players. I mean, all of us have done that. We like to dab it down, but it's just that cut out the opportunities of getting out, just like in the power play after Mazid. Departed. I mean, Charles getting to a half century. To a one
On this